Okay, just under 30 for Lichess Titled Arena February 2019. You want to get on the top page, you're going to need to have a 28-24 rating. That's all. Okay, under 10 until kickoff. Plenty of familiar names. This will be a fun one to check out. Federikov, a new player, and what do we have? Let's find out. The tournament has begun. Is the doctor going to get a pairing? It might be a bit of a slow start. Yes, it is a bit of a slow start. Okay, did you catch those 9 moves? I didn't. All right, off and running. We are first pairing against Knight King 96, a familiar opponent from past arenas. Pressure on f2, some dark square weaknesses. That knight is intolerable. Knocked out right away by the light square bishop. Isolated pawn position. Some space. A little bit of difficulty developing the queen side. Gets the bishop out of harm's way. No more isolated pawn around. Symmetrical structure. Pawn grab. Challenge the bishop or not. Offer queen exchange. There's pressure on f7. Queens are in tension. How do you save the queen? Black is up a pawn, so queen trades would be nice. Looking for mate. The knight can move and defend. It's a blunder, isn't it? Oh no, in the end you're still on that bishop. Very nice. So the queens are off, and this is a simple technique. Yeah, there we go. And then push away. Could probably still go here, and it's clean. Giving the material back. I like that idea, just going here. Okay, he may be going to converge on f3. Yeah, nothing tricky here with the bishop, I don't see. I'm really surprised he didn't just give up the exchange and then just push on through. Because with the messed up structure on the queen side, the white pawns couldn't do anything and the king could just assist, but pick your favorite way to do it. Bishop is a little bit annoying. He's getting there, but it's coming at a snail's pace. Watch out for mate! Watch out for a mate threat. It's a rat race. Take out the bishop. Check. Watch out for mates. It's a mate threat. Oh my god. Oh, 1.5 in the tank. Just barely a win. Wow. Okay. The first game is in the books. I believe there have been multiple arenas where he began the tournament with a big L. All right, not this time. It wasn't squeaky clean, but he got the job done. Oh, also, last arena, he strung together 23 wins in a row. Are we going to see a repeat of that? That would be something. Okay. What do we have here against Muran, 29? FM opponent. It's black working with the isolated pawn. Control d4. Look at the c5 square. Bishop pair advantage for white. May want to consider taking with the pawn if it captures. Ooh, there is a pin on f2. f2 has been struck at now. Queen and knight. Knight is knocked out. Queen g4 threatening mate. Looking for some dark square weaknesses. Black is up a pawn. The knight interfere with this. Try and drop into f3. No, g3. This last move cost a lot of time. So who would you prefer? White being a pawn up? Or black being a pawn up? Or white? 20-second advantage. This is a big problem. This diagonal. Oh man, he's having connection issue. 13 seconds? Oof. It's getting crunched on the clock. I don't even know if black is even better at this point. No, he's not better. There's no way. Completely passive major pieces. And there goes a rook. Even if you... Yeah, 37 to 2.8 says it all there. Alright, that's 2 wins. What's the first page looking like? There you go. Somebody already has 4 games in there. Arca 50 next opponent. Okay. What do we have here? Strong grip over d5. I don't know if Arca was Arca competing in the last tournament. Now this is uncomfortable. Isn't this a common a trap here that white fell for, the capture knight f5? I know I've fallen for that plenty of times. In the end, white ends up with a very weak e3 pawn, and because of this, has a great outpost for the knight. Now, there may be a perpetual here. Yeah, king here, there would be a knight check. Constantly go back and forth, so he's going to try and run. Was there an opportunity for a mate check? Queen, knight on f8, and then maybe queen here, or queen on f8, knight on f6? And only black can maybe hope for a draw. He's going to try and find some shelter over here, clearly. Queen exchange, this pawn will run fast. And this knight conveniently defends g6. Look at all the wonderful stuff this guy's doing. Also watch out for a check. Like, you get the queens off and run. You're not catching that pawn, are you? He just double checked there. And yeah, push, 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 yeah. Couple different ways to do it at that point. So he's going to play on even though he's 20 seconds down? No. Threw in the towel at that point. That knight was just too strong. That little capture right there catches a lot of people. To be sure. To give up the dark square bishop like that. And okay, a very early pairing here between the Doctor and Penguin. QGD. Exchange. Bishop on f4, not g5. Preserves the bishop, and when the queens are in tension, he's going to be okay with double isolated b pawns. I guess so. There was an opportunity for that. Now challenging the queen and focusing on c5. Preserve the bishop. Something on c5 soon? No. Pressure here. Rook b8 is not there. The bishop's defending. So we're going to look for a minority attack. Some preparation first. Focused on f2. Just bring the rook back over. Don't touch the structure. Keep it as is, nice and solid. The knight's going to try and be a bug. b3 is defended, just has to go back. This guy's not looking too happy. The moment. Maybe king up. King up. Maybe start flushing pieces away. Okay, he's ready to flush some pieces away. Got to watch out for bishop here. Controlling some light squares. Get the rook involved. Okay, now the pawn. Looking for knight c5. Ooh, a nice shot by Penguin with bishop c5, and a follow-up is going to win some material. Bishop c2. Rook knight. Still even on the clock. It's not clear. This is a strong presence in the center, running into a discovered check. This is very good for Penguin. Will he be able to convert it? You take here, that pawn's going to be extra dangerous. It's definitely better for black here. Winning for black. To be a bit careful though. This guy is passed, but this guy is going to run very quick. Knight move, there's knight f6. Some checks, okay, he's just defending. Now these are two connected passed pawns. Unclear. Unclear at this point. He's going to get running. Got to give up the bishop for the pawn. And try and distract the knight. Oh, he's in a pin. Stopped. And he's going to try and run with the pawn, but everything's there. Bishop's there, knight's there. He's going to get this one. Carlsen throws in the towel. Knight on f4 was a nice move, taking advantage of the unprotected bishop on e2. Good tactical shot by the Penguin, who is flawless, 16 with fire. And I see Casey's up there as well. He's won 4 in a row. Number 6. Doesn't get a pairing against Carlsen. Okay, I am opponent Klemenko, Sergei Klemenko. I am. Is he going to have to change his name if he becomes a GM? Okay, watch out for d6. This is going to be difficult after f4. Doesn't the center collapse? It's going to be very difficult to deploy the queen side. This drops the pawn, and now the position is opening up. We got queen d5, knight d5. Pick your favorite way to do it. This is collapsing, or the center. A bigger pawn than b7. c5 could fall. f4 is falling. c2. Rook enters. This is defended. The knight is hopping in. Takes a pawn. Look at the activity. Watch out for mates. Watch out for forks. Mate threat on g7. We have this kind of stuff and get a piece over here for mate. Or that. So cool. Mate threat on h7. He missed it. Game over. Okay. These games go so fast. They're so fun. Rebecca Harris slipped up in game 5. Another quick pairing. We are only 10 minutes in. Zavin chess mood. Okay. We have a Carol Khan with knight f6. Bronstein-Larsen variation, I believe it's called. h5, huh? Knight g3 is not too common in reply to knight f6. Now white is down a pawn, and the black pieces will find very good squares. You can pick up the exchange. You want that? Does want that. He's going hunting. Watch out you don't get trapped here, huh? Pull the queen back. Is she close to being trapped? Is she gonna pick some stuff up? Oh no, there's tricky stuff here. A check. Is she trapped? I think she's trapped. No? Gonna get some material for the queen. 2 rooks versus the queen situation. Gonna simplify now. Get rid of the pesky dark square bishop. These pawns will control the light squares very well. You can castle, afford to give up that pawn. He's gonna try and run down here. He's gonna need some security. Here, maybe this, and then push. He has to prepare to run. Is now the time? No, not just yet. Gets out of a pin. h6 is nearby. Trying to crack open a file towards the king. Some play on the queen side. Oh, this is a welcome sight here for Carlsen. Rook up, controls the pawn breaks. And now this is very compact. There's a good way to organize the pieces. Rook here, rook pawn here. Everything is glued together. And then you can look to get this rook doing something. Yeah, he's going to try to just inch up now. Everything is connected. 10 seconds, however. Okay, he's picking up a pawn. Everything is linked together. Pac-Man mode. Okay, now once these pawns keep moving, there's going to be some checks he's going to have to dodge. Not the easiest thing to do. It's 6 seconds on your clock. Yeah, it's one of these bullet races, to be sure. 3 seconds to do it. Watch out for mates. No mates. 3.1 in the tank. That one's over in a very quick pairing here. Vova chess. Where do we stand? 20-20-18. Carlsen is in 30th. What was the opening here? Carol Kanish. C4, E4. He's being a little bit greedy here, trying to hang on to D5 now. Vova chess, CM. Opponent. So, flush the bishop away. F3 is a nice square. Okay, E7. It's difficult to develop the queen, really. She has a responsibility now. So, a couple points hit now, so something's falling. You're going to save this pawn. Centralize next. The rook is unprotected. Can maybe throw a punch there. Centralize first. Ah, there goes E7. Queen can't get too crazy. Could take here twice. Yeah, you could take here twice, but then this knight is falling. Ah, something different. Queen is hit first. Oh, and now this is collapsing. So black's going to have to... I don't know what black's going to have to do. Maybe resign. 15 seconds. Yeah, this one's gonzo. Oof. 10 seconds to 38. Says it all. Got mate next. You can only do that to stop mate. For just a move. Okay, Eric Rosen is, in fact, playing. Has his chance at Carlsen. They've played before, but in the game they played, Eric Rosen didn't know he was playing Carlsen. So let's see if this has an influence on this game. Is there some psychology here going on? Okay, he's got the bishop pair, team black. Castling queenside. Where does the king go now? This is a super bishop. Defends the king side. Stares down at the... defends queen side, stares at the king side, and now looking to pry open the... Oh, that was a blunder. No, that was just some weird mouse slip. He wanted to, like, make an illegal move with the knight. and he accidentally dropped it on g1. That must have been what it was. Maybe his hand was a little shaky. Wasn't there an opportunity for this? And then there was a pin against the queen? Who would know that? Even on the clock. Down a rook. It's team white. No, more than that. Down a rook and a bishop. Yeah, something strange happened with that knight g1 move. All right, we got mate basically in the center. Okay, Alexander Ulanov is flawless, but tied for first. Three-way tie for first. 324s. And who do we have next? Is Carlsen top page? Are we going to see? Yes, he's top page. I didn't see his name there. He is at number 6. Okay, CM Saberg. Not familiar with this player. Couple of games now we're seeing queenside fianchetto by Carlsen. This is a little bit different. That pawn is poison. Knight's gonna maneuver. Maybe here? Pinpoint f4? No. Minority attack. Opposite sides castling, more important than pawn grabs, are open files towards the enemy king. Doesn't want that. You could go for a queen exchange here or grab a pawn. Now it's a terrible structure for white. Something's going to be hit. Look at 1 pawn island versus 2, and basically every pawn here is weak for white. Only 1 base point to cover, so good luck white here in this position. There's no problem if they double. The king is going to be extra cozy on f6. No great way to coordinate on f7, so here, checks. Okay, there goes 1 pawn. Nice and stable here. There goes the other. 1 by 1, they all fall, and mate threats are even nearby. Might have the towel thrown in. Not just yet. Maybe gobble up all the pawns first. Mate and 2 threat nearby. Nothing to do. Throws in the towel. Okay, where does that put him? Puts him in 3rd, tied for 1st. Alexander Ulanov. Only player to win all games. Manchester United pro, undefeated, 1 draw, and Alexander Ulanov drew his last game. Now, Carlsen, what do we have here? Scandinavian, I believe. E-pawn traded for the D-pawn, queenside castle for black. Okay. Opposite sides castling, what do we do here? Okay, no e5. I believe that little hesitation was questioning 1 or 2 with the pawn. Goes 2. Queen knight needs to find a new home. There is a stable square on c4. More development for black. Looking to now press through. c4, c5, though you have to be a bit careful. The queen's unprotected. There is queen takes c5. If you go 1, actually, you're dropping the d4 pawn. I think black is... Well, let's see how this shapes up here. The knight is a little stranded on a a5. The queen could go here, bishop goes there. Now pawn takes, bishop takes. This is a problem. Yeah, this remains a problem. Okay, black keeps causing some problems, however, huh? Now you give up the exchange. Take with the knight. No, taking with the rook. Queen exchange, the knight is defended. This is defended. It's going to be flushed away, just go here. On c3 he gets attacked. He's okay with giving up the 2 minor pieces because at this point these pawns will run fast. That's what we're going to have. So let's see the technique. Oh, you don't even get this pawn. Very nice. There we go. Here and now start to push away. Everything is defended. And that pawn runs so fast. No stopping it. Rook there next. He knows it. Throws in the towel. Okay, so Ulanov experiences his first L. 28 with fire. We're not even 20 minutes into this one. 28, 28, 26, 26. You want to be on page 1, you better have 20 points at this point. Never enough. Never enough. I'm not sure if they changed up or updated their profile. I don't believe they had listed their name in their profile. Last I checked. This is a pretty new account. Last arena, they competed in at least the warm-up tournament and won that. So I think they came away with like $50 for the warm-up tournament. Anyhow, tough cookie to be sure. Some prep work for this. There's a delay with, black doesn't want to pull that rook off of the h file. And this is to combat g4, make white think twice about pushing here because there's the follow-up knight h4. Knight h4 is even there connected with the bishop, so it's not... Oh, I was going to say it's not easy to kick the knight away. He goes for it anyhow with g4. I kind of like black's position here. I like the knight. Oh, but this is hitting pretty quick, isn't it? Black is trying for this. King a little bit exposed. Knight's controlling some squares, however. A little tricky. Queen here, king here. Well, he's going to have to fiend kettle the knight. Provide some shelter for the king. Guarding h4 as well. There's a check. King here. Oh, you're going to lose the queen. He knows it. Here, takes. Followed up with a skewer. Oh, that's a... Is he getting mated? Oh, the knight's going to fall. Is he going to run all the way over here, though? I think he could find safety over here. The rook is defended. 11 seconds. He found some safety. Oh. It's well, not entirely safe. Take the pawn. This chewed up a lot of time. Looking for a perpetual. Might have to go for the perpetual. He should go for the perpetual. It's a perpetual. Oh, man. Wow. Yeah, it's scary going with that g4 move. Whose king is more exposed after that? It seems like it was Carlsen's. Okay, next opponent. Manchester United pro. Maybe world's strongest international master. At least at bullet chess. He's one of them. There's a couple that come to mind. He's one of them. Anyhow, what do we have here? Each side is ignoring one another's threats here. You attack my knight, I'll attack your knight. You react to me. Okay. Safer structure for Team Black. Better king safety, I should say. And material-wise, isn't Black also up a pawn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up a pawn. This pawn remains amazing. And this is a problem. You have to fiend kettle the queen. There goes the a-pawn. Might have a towel thrown in. I mean, this is a killer. That's such a cool move. Take here, Pac-Man mode. This is collapsing. Towel's not being thrown in. He's going to try and whip up something against here. It's not going to go anywhere. No. That collapsed so fast. Oh my god, 25 moves. How did that happen? Gotta go back and see what in the world happened there. An hour 37 remaining. 32, top 2. A tie for first. I didn't note where Penguin was on that first page. At the moment, that is Carlsen's only loss against the slippery Penguin. F5. Extra sensitive now that the bishop isn't there, so the g-pawn has to contribute. Dark square weaknesses are now there. Rook here, so the bishop can come all the way back. The rooks remain connected, looking to damage the structure, it appears. And white needs to play with f4, wants to keep a rook around, knows that he's inferior structure-wise on the queen side. It's game over here, so he's going to play on the king side, try and go after the king. Seems to be making some headway. Where's their tactic? Here, the knight will almost certainly be knocked out. Gonna put a knight here, go into a pin? Not quite. Maybe focus on this square. It's watched over. Went for a pawn grab. I don't know how valuable that pawn was. You take here, you really straighten out the pawns, but well, now they're getting running. This is happening soon, and these pawns are gonna keep on pushing. Push. We got checks. A couple ways to do it. Ooh, another tactic. What's with this? He missed a little tactic like that when the bishop was unprotected on e2. Similarly with the queen on e2 here. Watch out for this. Okay, even on the clock. Rook here. That's prevented. Light square pressure. Pressure on the bishop. There is a pin here. Queen takes pawn. He's giving some material back and now has to maybe crawl up into a ball. Not fun. Yes, this has slipped away from Carlsen, and now it's going to be a rat race. Let's see who has the quicker mouse. Oh, there was an opportunity to take the rook. Oh, he's going to mate it. There was a mate. He missed the mate. 1 second. 1.6. Oh, the old time burner. He got time burned. Oh, no time in the tank. Saberk knocked him out. Ooh. Ooh. He's in pause mode. Oh, that's gotta be a little painful. Is he experiencing some pain right now? Oh, he's in pause mode. Is that the rage? He didn't rage quit, did he? Those are some juicy pawns in the center, right? Is he having flashbacks to these two pawns and thinking to himself, how do you ever lose when you have these two right here? It could be a painful one. He's still in recovery mode. What's he doing? Is he done? Has he had enough? Oh no. Get back there. Shake it off, man. Get back in the ring. Is he logged in? Don't tell me he logged out. Please just say he's paused. No. I'm not getting a reading here. It still says he's paused. We don't see any games here. If I hover over here, is it going to show if he's logged in? I'm not getting any readings. I'm not getting a pulse. Not getting the pulse. Oh no, he remains in pause mode. Do I have to go straight to his profile? Somebody go knock on his door, see if he's home. Oh no. Oh, we can't. Oh, I see what's happening. You're not able to check out the disabled checking out the profiles for this tournament to make it a bit smoother, I guess. All right, he is. He's still not around. He's not around. Oh, get back there. Was this really that much of a painful loss? Yes, I'm seeing you in the chat saying it's too much traffic with the profiles, so you can't check out the profiles during the tournament. So I don't even know if he's logged in. Did he really do a rage quit? Is he just done now? I'll wait a minute or two. Okay. We're here. Let me sort out my my pages here for a second. I want to have one tab devoted to this. And okay, here. And the other one I want to be here. So okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to see if he jumps back in there. In the meantime, let's check out a top-rated game. Let's check out Rebecca Harris. Why not? Currently in 13th. Okay, maybe you guys could give me some feedback in the Twitch chat if he hops back in there. I'll take a peek every now and then. He's still in pause mode. Oh, that must have been a painful one. I'm questioning why he even let it get down to a mouse race like that. He dropped one pawn after another, those two big pawns. Ooh. Has he had enough? This would be the... has he competed in all of them? I think he has. And finished them all. Okay, let's see if he returns. He'd probably only need the last hour. Maybe he's gonna take a half-hour break and come back. Okay, where do we stand? Is he in there? Oh, he's still in pause mode. Okay. Let's go to a different game. How about we're going to jump around. Let's check out Penguin, the slippery Penguin. And let's actually do it like this. We're going to stay watching Penguin for a few games instead of just jumping midway through games. And we'll see if he returns or not. Be prepared for anything. Oh, this seems like it's a problem. Gonna have to part ways with the queen? No. Interesting defense. Is it really defense, though? Wasn't there queen takes knight there? Who would know? Okay, where do we stand here? Material-wise, black is up a pawn. And has some defense here, looking for some rook activity. Up a few seconds, black. Controlling the knight as best he can. This rook is super active, though. King is a little shaky here, constantly being questioned. Grab a pawn. Does. Passer. No passers for black. Yet. Yeah, white is the better side here. Picking up some pawns, fought back on the clock. Watch out for the tricky knight. Sneaks in a check here. Penguin is so fast. So fast. So fast. Oh my god, is he fast. Oh man. And from here you just don't win against the slippery one. In fact, you get mated. 1.2 in the tank. Okay, where are we at? Is he... Oh, come back, man. Come back. Somebody get on the horn. Okay, so I'm getting word that he's still online. So there's hope. We'll watch another one with the Penguin, and then we'll jump over and get a look at some other players. Watch a couple games of one player, another player, somebody that's in the top page. Maybe we could check out a couple from Rebecca Harris right from the beginning of the game. In fact, we'll watch Penguin here and one more game. Check out, see if the doctor is back from his rage quit. Is that what's happening here? Okay, Paul from SPB is the opponent. White's up the exchange. Oh, a little bit surprising he didn't play e5 there. Prevent strong king post. Still better for white. Probably should have inserted that though. It's going pawn hunting. Don't know how you save this pawn. If you move the bishop, you drop e7. This rook defends everything, even if the black rook tries to get active somehow along the c file. And he's mopping everything up. Coordination, perfect for white. And more pawns fall. Yep. Plenty of time in there. Just get the rook off. You can pre-move this one. Oh. Got to block with the bishop and mate next. Okay, let me just take a quick look. Is he in there? He's still in pause mode. Okay, let's watch one more with the Penguin. Still an hour 27 to go. MSB2. Okay, this is their record so far. They've played 5 total games. Whoa. Okay, what opening was this? It looks like a Caro Khan. Yes, exchange Caro Khan. Gonna look to get this pawn back. There is control over b8, so you can't easily put pressure on the base point b2. You could take out this pawn. No, in the end, I guess you would lose b2. He's going after this. This is weakened. There's a passed b pawn now. Hits the rook. c3 falls. Oh, that bishop is so strong. What is it not hitting? Oh, that one hurts. Is this going to be a full rook? He loses. It's a full rook. Good take. Queen's defended. Let's see what kind of magic he can pull off here. It's a full rook. No, I'm mistaken. He's not up a full rook. I'm blind. He is up. Oh, he's up a piece. He's up a piece. He's up something. No mates. It's a little scary. Possibilities for perpetual, because if the king comes up here, there's that. Yeah, okay, so he's doing this to do what exactly? He wants to get the bishop off. Very nice. Okay, that cost some time. It's even on the clock now. His pawn will fall. Okay, now there's no issue with the king here. You got to win on position, though. You can't try and win on the clock. I still haven't learned my lesson against Penguin. Ah, sneaky move. Can't stop the pawn if you take the rook. And he runs fast. Where are the mates? There's the mate. Okay. Is Carlsen back in there, first of all? Yes, he is. Thank you so much. He's in there. Okay, where do I want to be? I want to be... I'm going to go away. Just give me a minute here. So happy he's back. Okay, I want to be one page. Okay, let's just go to this thing here. Quit jumping around. There he is. Okay, okay. We are back. We are back. What in the world is happening here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up a pawn. White has a lot of pressure on these pawns. Nice security for the king. Black is going to try and get these guys rolling and is successful. Now, yes, okay, I think it's clear at this point. And you could push through. We'll have a resigner. Okay, I think that was the only game I missed. Not sure about that. Okay, so here and then there is where I want to be. Good enough. Okay, Carlsen's getting hit with the bird. Matthew G. P4P. We've played some. Strong player, and it seems like he goes for this setup quite a lot. It's F4 and a kingside fianchetto. Okay, who stands better? I like this king. I like the kingside structure. Alright, so he was in timeout mode for, what was it, maybe like 10 minutes. Going pawn hunting. Passer. He's going to track that down, and this falls. And he's taking out the knight first. Yeah. Mate and 2 threat. It's defended. Trying to activate the bishop. The knight has something to say about that. Grabs a pawn, defends d4. Queen a pawn, still there defending f7. Get the queens off. Back rank mates. Oh, is he getting mated here? He's going to try and sneak into f3. The queen is queen is there. You have to get rid of the queens now. Okay. Yeah, he's picking up a lot of pawns now. King's going to try and get active. Okay. 4 seconds up on the clock as well. Defensive h6. King now improves. And he's ready to tuck the king in. Okay. King is nice and cozy here. Yep, no getting at the king. Not even target. You can't even target that. The knight is there to defend. And there is checkmate. Okay, so quickly I want to see something here. How many games? Yes. Okay, so we didn't miss a game. We're missing this one, though. A couple moves. Next game. Zavin Chess Mood. So Carlsen is in 14th after maybe, I don't know, 10-minute break? Okay. It'd be funny if he gets that opponent again. And, well, funny is not the right. I don't want him to quit like that again. Don't do that to me. Oh, I want it to be smooth. All right. Black keeps the tension. Goes after the b pawn. Try and damage the structure. Prepares to double. Some defense on f6. Now he's picking that up. Okay, can you really get at the king now? How can we do this? Rook can't go too far. The queen would fall. Okay, there first. Pick up this pawn. Oh, kick the queen away. He's trying to get the rook. Got a passer if rook takes rook. Here it could be defended. Or this. Defense like that. Some way the second rank is defended. And maybe trying to do that. Ooh, okay. Oh, the queens are off? Yeah, white is forever better, no? Well, white is down a pawn, but the activity here is is great, isn't it? Okay, now why do I don't know if white is really better. This knight is, oh, he dropped the rook. He was only seeing that this was under fire. He needed to insert a check and only then drop the knight into the corner, which is a very sad situation for the knight. And now he could slowly improve like this. See, this knight's going to get squeezed. I feel very bad for this guy. He's having a very tough day. Oh, pawn takes and the mate on h7 would follow. He's gonna continue on. This rook is stuck, and now it's collapsing. Check. There goes a rook. No tricky stalemates. He's playing on to the very end, hoping for some miracle stalemate that does not exist. Game over. Okay, so where do we stand? Is he on page 1? He's got 40. He's 10 back from first place. He has fire. 50. Fedorikov. First place. Okay, Alexander Ulanov. Looking for his first win against the doctor. Bishops deployed outside the pawn chain. That came with some cost. White is able to grab some serious space on the queen side and maybe even some more nearby. Some more tempi against the bishop, not just yet. Preserves the bishop with h3. There is no bishop a3. Endgame on board. And white is better because of the queenside space. This pawn is strong. Here and then here. This bishop is soon to be squeezed. I believe you have to do this. Oh, actually it's gone. I think. Yeah, now this is a tall pawn. Yeah, very... Well, he's allowing the bishop to come to life in order to have some activity. He's going after the king, and yeah, why not? Dark square pressure. This is going to collapse somehow. There's going to be some fancy tactic, I believe. Yeah, one of these two is nearby. Here are the tricks. There goes a rook, there goes the pawns, and there's no counterplay whatsoever, and more pawns fall. Rook activity. Okay, where do we stand? 44 with fire. So a little pit stop midway here in the tournament for Carlsen. He has he has fueled back up. Maybe he grabbed an apple or something. 52, 51, 44. Fedorikov, Knight, King, Carlsen. Top 3. Number 5 guy. One of the other IMs that I feel are, well, that Manchester United pro and this guy right here, I think are the strongest IMs you'll see, at least in bullet chess. So good. Okay. Strong pawn presence in the center for white. Preparing to maybe play one of these two. What's it going to be? E4 on board, some restraint. Black does not want to see pawn become fixed in his house. This tension remains. As soon as this capture, the queen will have to find a new home. So the knight gets fancy. Jumps into c4, picks up the bishop pair, and the queen gets active on a dark square immediately. How do you get rid of this queen? Doing this is going to weaken the light squares. Now the position's cracked open. Rook takes. The rook can get a little bit active. Is this a pin that could be exploited? I don't think so. Queen's ready to maybe come back. The rook is maybe even ready to come back. Okay, we got this under fire. Taking a timeout. Oh, so sneaky. Queen takes pawn. There's a mate. Not a mate. A queen trap, I should say. And now, oh, it's just collapsing. It's going to have to defend. Takes here. Takes here. He's going to win a pawn. Okay. He won that game and now gets the other. World's strongest IM for bullet chess. These are just my opinions. Anyhow, they're very active and yeah, so good. Okay, preparing b5. This structure does a very good job of negating not only the dark square bishop, but also the king knight. Yeah, he's gonna have to... Well, he gives up a pawn. Or maybe blundered a pawn. There's pressure on f7, offers a queen exchange. Yeah, okay, white is up a pawn, but they're not the healthiest of pawns. Look at these knights. This pawn will fall. Are you going to try and break this down? There's a knight that can hop in here. There's probably this knight at some stage. Opens up the rook's eyes. Yeah, oh, now this falls. So just like that, white was up a pawn, and now it's black who is up a pawn in just a blink. Yeah, this structure continues to haunt both of these guys. King could look to improve, doesn't even want to see this advance in there. The knight is stuck. There is a pin, and the black king can slowly contribute. The bishop, these guys are all stuck. What do they do to improve? It's a game over now. Oof. Rook takes bishop, rook takes knight, check, mate, ends the game. 52. He's 1 point back from first. A win here, and just like that. Okay, Caro-Kann. Caro-Kann on board. Take my queen, I give checkmate. Okay. And now what? A strong knight on e5. Gonna look for this advance. You have to chip away at this strong pawn. It's the most natural way to do it. Flank pawn attacking a center pawn. Try and do it like this. That's tough to manage. This is a half-open file, and there's always tricks on f7. He's going to go in for that right now. Ooh, what is the queen not hitting? Somebody tell me what the queen is not hitting from this post. Threatened, threatened. Can I have a towel thrown in? Maybe. He's in the tank. He threw in the towel. Just like that. He's not first. He's still a point back from Knight King 96, who took first place, or excuse me, took second place in the last tournament. Last titled arena was a runaway. And yeah, I guess if you're able to win 23 games in a row, there's a good chance it's going to be a runaway at this level. Okay, reposition the knight. Focusing on the isolated pawn. Don't let this guy move. What's that move about? Oh, you want to reposition the bishop. Okay. Very interesting maneuver. Black now has the bishop pair. Super strong dark square bishop. And he's going to trade some. Give the bishop up in order to get the center pawn. White swipes the a2 pawn, so it does have a majority. Can you get that rolling, however? Dark square weaknesses. Serious problem on the king side for white. Get the bishop on this diagonal. He's going to the 7th rank first. Oh, he's trying to pinpoint here. Yes. So this is going to keep white tethered to the defensive f2. One of these two pieces is going to have to be the queen. How can you stir up some trouble? He's going to want to keep the queens on. Form some battery. Maybe get to h2. This structure negates the bishop. Oh, okay. Now the bishop has something to bite at. How do you get active? There is a check here. You could have captured. No, okay. In the end, the queen would get here. I think the queen was overloaded for a moment. 17 seconds each. Oh, the queen's going to get active now. Yeah, he's getting active. Might have to go for a perpetual. No, he's going to go on the defensive. He's going for the win here. Watch out for mates here. Okay, opposite colored bishops. This one could be painful. Oh, why'd he sneak that in? Oh, he's going to get this pawn. Now it's winning. I don't think he could stop both of these pawns. Yeah, okay, it's winning now. Okay, and no sneaky stuff. No stalemates are going to occur at this stage. 7 seconds is a lot. And just like that, 60 with fire. So after that goose egg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has strung 8 wins in a row. And we're going to get another one here. Yes, we are, against the number 2 guy, Knight King 96, Bortnik. Just over 2,600 FIDE. All right, we have another Queen's Indian. Is he going to grab a pawn? Is there going to be some activity here? Stop castling. It's a little bit scary going kingside. Yeah, there's the Greek gift stuff. Now this bishop is a bit sidelined. White is down a pawn, but has a very nice pawn presence in the center, and the black pieces are getting kicked around quite a bit. How much? Oh. Well, that was maybe a possibility at some point. Ooh! Gotta go defensive. That's scary. This is a really A really pesky queen. A really pesky bishop, really. And black continues to poke around at these dark squares and is creating a ton of gaps in black's position. Gonna try and maybe run over here. Sneak in that. Okay. Rook has to find a new square. Oh, God. That is such a cool shot. Bad arrow. Cool shot. A crisscross mate. If there was a capture on g6, the queens are off. I stared at g6 for so long, I looked back, the queens are gone. Watch out, g2. There isn't going to be a mate now. When are you going to activate the king? I guess now. Now is the time. Oh, he's doing it like that. Okay. King activity now. Balance material. Sneak in this move. Clamp down in this structure. Down 11 seconds, Carlsen. And try and sneak over. Pick up this pawn. Black is better. By a hair, king position. Just by a hair. Down 10 seconds. This rook can track down the pawn fast. He's inching on up there. He's going to insert a bunch of checks. No, he's going defensive here. No, I see white winning this one on the clock. Yeah. This might even just be an objective win. No, he's going to have to go back and forth, but this is an easy time burn situation. I think he keeps the rook on. No, he's not keeping the rook on. Oh, these pawns just fly. It is an objective win. Look at how strong those connected passers are. Carlsen goes down for third time now. I think there was a draw sprinkled in there, one or two. Okay, is he in first? He's in first, but there are two guys up there. Fedorikov, 60 with fire. Knight King is just a point back. Okay, International Master BMW Hero. Okay, what do we have here? English opening. I think this is a move at some point. Queen exchange, c5, c5 straight away. Okay, queens are off. Who's better in this ending? Queenless middle game, white. Strong knight in the center. And this knight still needs some work. Yeah, and if you ever get rid of this, then you have to work around a pawn on d5 who's strong in this endgame position. It's allowing that check. Guess it really doesn't do anything. He says go ahead. Land a check. Okay, he's going to focus on this. No, he's grabbing a pawn and landing a fork. That was the last defender of e7. Okay, winning for white. Call it even on the clock, looking for some trades now, even if it gives up a pawn. Okay, it's taking out the knight. Welcoming some exchanges, picking up another pawn. Very active. Rook. Offers some exchanges. Bishop pair position. Bishop shut out. Should be a simple one to convert. Checks. Maybe go pawn hunting. Pawn hunting. Throw in the towel. Yes, nothing to do here. This bishop is dead. There's no breaking down the structure now. No f-pawn. And with that, 2, that puts him in first. Paired up now against the number 3 guy, Fedorikov, 93. First game in this tournament between these two. Just the other day, they played 52 games. That's their current score. Okay. This looks like a King's Indian defense. King's Indian attack. Yeah, the king needs to hide over here. If you're on g8, you're getting mated. Yeah, he's flying. Not the coziest home over here. Let's see what happens. Still can open up on the queen side. Do have that. White is a bit underdeveloped. Still needs to get the knight working, bishop working. And what now? Gonna have maybe a capture and then a push. Yeah, taking with the bishop. And now isn't there a problem here? Oh my god, he gave up the queen and is still going after the king. This is almost certainly not enough compensation, but he's gonna try and work some magic, hitting the rook, hitting the pawn with check. It's a dangerous passed pawn right here. This can never be enough, or can it? It can be enough. That's a fork. That's a tricky knight. Oh, man. Okay. What just happened there? Something dangerous. The rook is hit. Save the rook. Grab a pawn. Shed a minor piece to save, to knock out this pawn. Okay, one of these two are around. Okay, maybe you don't even have to do that. He's going to pull off some Alpha Zero stuff, coordinate all the pieces, and say, what are you going to attack? Oh my god, he's doing just that. Look at the coordination. Only this pawn. He's just going to clock burn. Beautiful coordination. Oh, why'd he give up the rook? He didn't want to do that. That was not an on purpose. He may still win this, though, because he has coordination. Oh, tricky knight. Tricky knight is still around. He's still around. It's extra dangerous. You can't land a fork. You're in a pin. And he doesn't have time to take the bishop. I think he might have been pre-moving queen takes knight. That's why he threw in bishop here. So it would be illegal. Oh my god. What a crazy game. Oh man. Oh, star game in the tournament so far. I don't think we're having a better one than that. Oh man, I love that game. I want to look back right now, but I'll have to wait. Okay, anyhow, next opponent, Knight King 96, first place. Oh man, that had a lot. That had so much in that game. Okay, anyhow, what's happening here? Woo! Okay, black's trying to get at the king. And this G pawn is, well, don't take that pawn. There's some weaknesses on the F file, so black says, let's open up the F file. Maybe I have better chance of taking advantage of these squares. Okay, down the exchange, trying to win this pawn back, and it's going to happen. You could still take here if it was defended because you undermine the knight on e6. Up the exchange in this ending. A push, can you insert a check? Or a check? How do you want to do it? A check, another check. Going right after the king. Probably picking up some material soon. Check. Double the rooks. Double trouble. Oh, get mated. Knight takes knight, rook takes. Game over. And now that's a serious pickle he's in. Check here. Seems to work. He's doing it that way. And why not? Winning the exchange, well, it's a little scary whenever these guys are around, but oh, we got this stuff. The king is cut off. Where's the mate? Here? Here, here? This pawn is a little too fast. In some lines, possibly. King up, yeah, okay, you can't defend just yet. It's a little annoying. Okay, now it's clear. Now it's clear. There's no fear of this pawn promoting. Got a little tricky there. I thought exchanging rooks and then landing a fork was there, if I'm seeing things right. Anyhow, that was a big win because both of them were on fire. And here we are. Carlsen just ahead by 3 over the competition. Fedorikov, next opponent. He's in 4th place. Conservative beginning, d4 and c3, focusing on getting this guy activated. Now, what's going to happen with the king knight? Okay, for a second I was thinking, are you delaying the king move because you want to play this and then that? No, not the case. So, a voluntary exchange of bishop for knight, and now it's going to say, yeah, I could play with my e-pawn on the 4th rank too. Oh, he didn't mean to do that, did he? Okay, he's going to get the pawn back. Okay, and get at the king? How much of an inconvenience is this for Team Black? Okay, he's blocking with the knight. Okay, get one rook off? No, I can't really do that. End up dropping this. Tricky knight. This is super strong. No rook d8. There is a check on e7. King maybe steps over. Okay, black is doing fine here. Knight's challenged. Okay, hang on. White's going to get a little bit of activity now with the rook. Oh, no, he doesn't care about getting the 7th. He cares more about a passed a pawn. If you do this, you're not getting a passed pawn, so you're going to save the knight. You're going to move the knight. You move the knight, now there's b2 to crawl up into a ball, some defense. You're just going to push on through. Who's winning this race? Pawn takes, push? Okay, continues to run. Can black track this pawn down? Knight here to here. We're here to here now that the pawn has moved. No, he's just going to go hunting. Picking up this pawn, and the knight isn't there in time to get this pawn here. Yeah, white is there, and now these are linked. Regroup, get the rook here, and things are cool. Or there. That works as well. A resigner. Yes. 7-second edge for Carlsen, who now has 72. This is your first page. 72, 67, 62, a couple 60s. There we go, the slippery penguin. Next opponent, penguin is in third. Roy Lopez. Kingside fianchetto for black. D4 nearby. First A4. Doesn't want to see knight A5. Some space on the queen side for white. No pins. A quick D4, bishop G4. And some space for black even. I don't know. Each side has a little bit of space. Some pawns that are cramping to one another. Threat to win the bishop. Have to give up the strong E4 pawn to save this guy. Don't want to see D4. White's going after B3. How do you save that? You're going to have to give up the bishop pair in order to do that. We do have that. Rook takes, you take with the knight and defend the pawn, hit the queen. Queen takes. Black's prepared to go backwards. And now, taking advantage of a pin, and maybe even more pressure on E5 nearby, knight C4. Everything is hitting at E5. Bishop D3 possibly. There's still this pin. Yes. B2 is covered by the knight. Very good coordination for Team White. This is nearby. Queen has to find a new square. Penguin's in the tank. 22, 20. 30 seconds. There's a pin this way. You could get out of this pin. The knight. This is hit. Oh, that's game over. He missed that. He's going to fight on. And he just goes there straight away. I was thinking you'd take first and then here. Either way, queen is a goner. Okay. It got tricky there for Penguin in the center. That knight on E7, or excuse me, knight on D7 when the position opened up. Yeah, very underdeveloped queen side in that open position. It's taken advantage of. Okay, arc of 50. Next opponent. Let us see. So, Grand Prix attack. Close Sicilian. Okay. No D pawn around. At some point the structure can change. And fast. Right now it is. This structure negates the bishop. Oh, he's going after the bishop here. Yeah, he's going to simplify a little bit, so play with a better structure. Okay, and maybe one might say a better bishop, but okay, we're going to have this simplify quite a bit. He's going to run on up here. Black will have the better structure on the king side, and oh, okay. He's going to have some activity, so this is a coin flip, in my opinion. This is going to be difficult to win for white because of this rook activity. Black has the more secure king, although there's a second, there's a second pawn that white has won, but this rook remains super active, and this king doesn't have a cozy home. Okay. Gonna throw in some checks. He's gonna just keep the king cut off and now get over here. Okay. Let's see how white tries to convert this. Yeah, king takes, there's that. Pawn continue to run. You have to go here. Checks thrown in. Yeah, he's gonna inch on over. He's gonna have to just play it passive. Not much else black can do. Notice white isn't so quick to advance this pawn. He wants to keep this square open for the king. And he's shedding a pawn. Yeah, and there's going to be enough time for Arca to convert that. 16. Carlsen throws in the towel. So where do we stand here? 76, 68, 64, 62. Top four do not have fire. 55 minutes remaining. Whew. Okay, nope. Penguin. Back in the ring against DrNykterstein. Okay. Gonna try and hang on to the pawn. Yes. Okay, interesting sequence there. King knight and queen knight are exchanged. It's helped out hang on to c5. And if you do that, there's bishop takes pawn. So therefore the bishop defends and gets out of this pin. Penguin's trying to do another little tactic along a file, like his first win against Carlsen in this tournament. Against e2, maybe b2 in this one. Okay. What is happening here? Better in the center for white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still up a pawn. Team white. Very strong knight in the center. Doesn't have security with a pawn, so gonna have to devote a piece to defending if there's some pressure on it. Yeah, try and take twice here. There's a check, and then here you don't want to have to go like that. Move towards the center. The white queen is now super active. Bishop, pawn, or hit. If this pawn falls, waiting to see how fast this guy runs. He's so fast. So fast. Take the bishop, and then take the pawn. Ah, he's going to jump in. Take with the pawn. Bishop takes knight. He's taking with the pawn. Go here, go there. Maybe activate the rook, get a flight square at some point, or just push on through. Flight square time? Ah. Can't stop it. Can't stop it. Only getting the queen here would stop it, I believe. Defend the rook, defend promotion. Throws in the towel. Ooh, also got, yeah, rough shape on the clock there. Okay, 78. That one was tough to... Yeah, that middle game position was tough for me to assess at one point. It just changed so fast on the queen side. 78, 70, 68, 64. 341 are entered, and this is the number 2 guy, Frostworm. Okay, so they've played one game before. Was that in the last arena? Maybe. Okay, it was a draw. Crazy G-pawn attack. What's that about? Okay, how's he completing queenside development? What's the white king gonna do? Where's his safe home? Does one exist? I don't know. A little scary for white, isn't it? This knight is a little too out of control. This is an extra valuable knight on f4, gotta say. Okay, the bishop's gonna try and hang out on e4. I thought, but he wants to immediately pounce on these dark square weaknesses. He has a perpetual if he wants it. He's going to go for more, though. that wasn't... Oh, you get mated here. It would be mate. So he's going to manage to get the queens off. Yeah, the queens have to say goodbye. And is he going to get some material back? Knight is... Oh, you could take the knight and take the bishop, no? You don't want to do that? Oh, he's doing it now. Had it one move earlier and probably should have did it one move earlier. Knight needs to find a new home. Okay, check. He's going to get that pawn back. This pawn is around. It's passed. Body count. Black is up a pawn, not the... Oh! Don't blink. You might miss a fork. White is up the exchange now and should have no problems converting this. No problems, can rely upon every light square on the board. He's not going to cause you a problem. And you could take him out if you want. Especially when he's free. Okay. 78. No. 80. Call it. 80 with fire. 70, 70, 64. Not a runaway at all. Okay. 51 minutes remain. Vova Chess. Second time playing against Vova Chess in this tournament. Who is in 20th, having a good tournament. Top 20? It's fantastic. Okay. Check here, check here. Rook defends both. Challenging the strong knight, heading queenside. Cozy over here. The rook is under fire. It's not just that. Pressure here. There's a pin as well. The rook goes. Black is prepared to run. Oh, he's taking there. And there's no time to take here. So fast. Go ahead, take my queen. Back rank mate. This is a problem. Rook here, you just take the rook and then mate. Probably take here. Or there. So quick. Look at the time again. Oh god, this is a resigner. He's going to play on. Out of momentum. Trade queens. Cozy king. No back rank mates. He's going to play on. He's throwing in the towel now. Okay, 36 seconds to 9. Whew. So fast. Okay, never enough. Oh, okay. What was... Oh, okay, yeah, it was a perpetual Carlsen had to pull off in their last game. Carlsen's king was running for his life and needed to bail out with the perpetual. Is he going to win a pawn here now that the bishop's flushed away? No. No. Insert c4. Pawn was ready to go into Pac-Man mode if this, so bishop simply reacts. Roy Lopez-like structure. The pawn was still on e7. This guy's passed. Okay, he's taking. Is he looking forward to this square? He has a strong grip over this point. This knight's going to hop in. Bishop strong, defending this passer, but so too is this bishop on d5. b2 is under fire. Possibilities for this. Now he's going to stop the pawn from going any further. The possibilities of a push and hitting the queen. Many exchanges nearby. In the end, b2 falls. This bishop needs to be addressed. And now this rook is there to help defend the pawn. But this guy is passed too. Ooh. That pawn's really fast. Right here? Well, he's defended. Wow. Both sides just queened. Who's winning this? Are we going to still have... Wow! I don't know how to assess this. Isn't it just going to come out balanced? It ends up balanced. Wow. There wasn't a way to win a queen for just a rook. Surprisingly. Okay, in the end, black is up 2 pawns, but has to watch out. The king's going to have to run a little bit. Get ready to run. Watch out for mates. Hang on. Hang on, it's extra scary. Any mates? Oh, there are no good checks for Team White and plenty of good checks nearby for Team Black, leading to mate. Wow. That's 2 games between these two right here. Right down to the wire. Carlsen's king running for his life in both games. Sneaks away with that one. 88 with fire. Frostworm again. Okay. Frostworm. Okay, we're gonna get a bunch of moves just... No? We're gonna see it from the beginning? No, not quite. What did it look like? Like that. Okay, so an early a6. Designed to, I believe, one of the ideas at least, prevent the bishop from going outside of the pawn chain. If white tries to do that, maybe black goes ahead, picks up the pawn, and saves the pawn. This helps support c4. Anyhow, queen side, structure, symmetrical. Not a reliable home for the queen. Pressure on the bishop. Maybe black is doing just a tiny bit better here. Yeah. The bishop's having a tough time. The bishop is lost. That's why black's better. Because black's up a piece. Okay. Yeah, has an extra dark square bishop. So consolidate. Everything is coordinated. Bishop controls the knight. Queen, bishop controlled. Very active queen. Only sensitive point is f7. Everything is nice and cool here. There's bishop to b4, or no, because there's rook takes here. Just exchange some. Oh, he's picking up some material. He's now up a rook. A full rook advantage for black. Couple second edge and even more material nearby. Nothing fancy here. Queen is not connected with some bishop or a pawn, so no problems. He's going to try to do that. No, says Carlsen, and can't let you have that. And this should be over in just a few. Queens are off. He's going to play on to the very end. Has no quit in him. Not even at this point. Okay, at this point. Once there isn't a tricky knight around. I understand. Whoa! Gokar Khan is in third place, international master, has fire. 92, 72, 71, Manchester United pro, next opponent. Number 7 guy. Oh, he's getting a little fancy now. Knight A3 to C2. Okay. Black has a very good position. This is the first thing I look at. A very strong pawn on E4. Cramping to the white side. Safe home for the queen. Okay, one piece exchanged. Running into more tempos. More tempi. Bishop pair for black. Black must be better here. Move this bishop and then challenge the knight. Queen exchange. We'll open up the A file. Okay, notice the capture only after the rook went here. Okay, rooks are off. Black is better. Oh, he's dropping a pawn though. Why didn't he defend that? Is there a good reason? Okay. White's up a pawn. These guys remain strong though. Yeah, I save that pawn and then get this guy rolling, and white is on his back foot. Okay, black keeps this knight tied down to defending B2. It's not easy to convert. He's going to go after this pawn. Not easy to convert. Watch out for a fork. It's defense. Okay, he's getting the B2 pawn. Is this... Oh. Some exchanges, opposite color bishop ending. Yeah. Can't stop it. Cannot stop it. Yep. Black wins. Very strong I am. Carlsen goes down. He's been extinguished. 92 now. 75-72. Gokar Khan having a fantastic tournament. Next player, Penguin. Another B3, bishop B2 against the Penguin. So we have what appears to be a reverse Benoni. Or, okay, now it just feels very weird. There is no D pawn for black. Move the knight and then get rolling in the center. How can you get this guy rolling? Rook takes pawn. Is that there? It's there. This is not the first time Penguin is taking advantage of some pin against Carlsen. He just picked up a pawn. Knight C5 nearby. Okay. Harassing the queen a little bit. Has to defend A2. Throws a punch as well. Dark square bishops. Bound to come off. And yeah, black remains a pawn up. So how to just try and keep things nice and coordinated. First, B6. Doesn't want to babysit a pawn. Let the pawns defend the pawns. White's going to try and put a dent in the kingside structure. This pawn has come quite a ways. Here, 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 and then do something crazy with the queen. Activate her somehow. Nice way to coordinate. Wants to keep the rook around, but this queen is extra pesky. Pressure on the rook. Queen can't go too far. Black got rid of that thorn pawn. But this rook can get very active. No? Exchange and then pick up the B pawn. Now this queen is a little bit offsides. She returns. She's defending. Black remains up a pawn. On the king side, this is the extra. It's getting tricky though. Down 5 seconds, 6 seconds. He's going to get the material back and the king's going to run. I thought in this direction. No. Black pick up the A pawn. Even material, but this guy's so fast. 7.7. Checks. More checks. Perpetual? 10 seconds. 11 seconds. Perpetual or not? Perpetual it is. Respects the penguin. the speed. 5.5 is a lot of time for the penguin. I was just going to say we haven't seen a game between the Doctor and Rebecca Harris. Rebecca Harris is in second, 93-75. First pairing between these two in this tournament. This is their current match score, 3.5, 2.5 in favor of Daniel Naroditsky. Okay. Wow. What is going on here? Okay, so are you going to start kicking these pieces away? This structure is very good. This knight has a responsibility, and this pawn is going to fall, no? You get away with, isn't it mate? It's just game over. Rook moves, and then you go, oh, no, the knight was defending there. Okay, now he's going to try. The knight moves, now he returns, and that's mate? No, not quite. He has one square. Oof. He's in a pickle, though. He's in a pin. Going to simplify a bit, take with the pawn or the bishop. This pin is there. How do you get out of that pin? What a pest. It's bishop on c5. It's knight on f6. How do you untangle? Oh, it's mate next. Oh, that knight. Wow. Yeah, once this structure was here, I think the white minor pieces just had a lot of fun. It negated some of the black pieces. They became a bit passive, and the white pieces infiltrated. Yeah, I thought for some reason knight f6 was going to land with mate. Okay, anyhow. A resigner in that one. Watnegg, next opponent. The number 4 guy. Okay, didn't see what just happened there. Okay, the bishop took the knight. So bishop pair for Team Black. Gonna go queenside castles. Yes, queenside. Tuck the king in. Gonna play with this move, and that move. Or none of the above. Okay, straight away with c5. Now you just let that sit. You can't give up f5. Now you're gonna put the bishop, the unopposed bishop, at the point at the heart. Look to reposition here. He's grabbing h-pawns. Did that in the last game. Okay. Traveling knight. Defend that. Oh, you would drop this point. Difficult situation now. He's going to get some material, but white is going to get a huge square here, and then he's going to return, try to get here. What's this rook doing? It's a weird way to try and track down that pawn. Oh. What just happened there? Knight takes bishop. Okay, we're getting the queens off. Black is up the exchange, yes. Has a square. How do you convert this? This is going to be tricky. Black is very weak on the light squares. White's going to hang on to this pawn. Okay, king has to go back. Knight's going to go back to defend b3. Ahead on the clock, about 4 seconds. Team White. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has a pawn for the exchange. A knight that's going to be extra annoying on f4. So much so that he just wants to get rid of it. Give the exchange back and try and do something dangerous with the h-pawn and the b-pawn. The both are going to run. These pawns are frozen. Can you stop them both? No, you're not going to stop them both. He has all day to move the king all the way up here. Wow. 4.8. Watch out for stalemates. King here would have been stalemate. Go. And mate. Oh man, that happened so fast. 97 with fire, 81, 80, 78, 77. Oh, it's still close. Definitely for second. Look at 81 is in second. 74 is in 10th. Gokar Khan, next opponent. Getting hit with some B6 system. Another queenside fianchetto. Okay, so call it an advanced French. Okay, but black is picking up 1, 2 pawns now and has one beefy center. Isn't that game over? Queen has to go. No, you just castle and now this is a gunner, isn't it? This one got away from white fast. Yeah, there's nothing happening here. Take there. Go here. It's up a piece. And a pawn or 2. I lost track. Up a pawn. A piece and a pawn. A bishop and a pawn. It's going to play on a little bit more. More trades. No way to take advantage of this pin. Queen is there to defend. Little reorganization. Get on this diagonal. Look for mate. And that's going to be it. He's just going to devote the king to defending the bishop. Be okay. being a pin, and now he could slip away like this. As soon as there's a pin, the queen's going to go into Pac-Man mode. Here we go. How many pawns can we pick up with check? Let's find out. Or just get running right away. Or offer a queen exchange and go hunting for some more pawns. 25 seconds remaining for each. White had enough. Throws in the towel. 101. First player to hit triple digits. Knight King 96. Next opponent, number 3 guy. What opening was this? It seems like it was a wing gambit. Okay, what's the plan here? The wing gambit. Looking for some queenside play. I think black is just better though here. He got that bishop exchange. The good bishop has been exchanged. White's good bishop has been exchanged for black's bad bishop. And so, okay, we're going to have another bishop exchange. Bad bishop for good bishop. So in the end, black is still up this pawn. Black has a cozy home for the king, especially if this pawn goes here. The king will go here. Not just yet, though, because there's queen g3. That's one of the differences between keeping the pawn, having a pawn on g2 versus g3. Okay, anyhow. White has to be preoccupied with defending this. Now, this is defended. King is on g7, and now you got to watch out for this stuff. You got to come over like that. Queen's getting ready to, some knight sack, and then the queen entering like this. This knight basically ties down the rooks. Is there a way to... How do you break this down? Okay, you're going for this stuff. That's a little scary. Okay, you're going to drop the rook back. Oh, back rank mate. So slick. That's so cool. It's just pulled off so fast as well. Okay, queen takes queen. Rook there is checkmate. He knows it. Okay, 105 with fire 89. No idea how to pronounce this. Okay, another game against this IM. Space for Team White. Misplayed it here in the center. It's getting pushed around now. There was a timely pawn move missed, and now isn't this game over? Seems like it. Oh, it wasn't white to move. White on move, b4 was looking good. Okay, c5 defends against that. d6 is challenging this duo. And now how do you get at the king? He's going to drift some pieces over there. This knight is not a happy camper. Move the bishop here or something. Do something fancy. Looking for mate. Bishop here. That looked actually pretty good, didn't it? Bishop there and then queen here. Ooh, he's just giving a sack there. Getting at the king. What's the follow-up though? Bishop there and then what exactly? A rook lift. We need a rook lift. No lift. Just open up the f-file. He has to shut it down. This pawn continues to run. Wow. That f-pawn is so fast. Push here and then there. You have to get the queens off. To try this? I think you still push here. We might have a cool mate. Here, and then double check. Getting a queen soon. He's going to throw in the towel. He's taking a peek at his clock and saying, what did I get myself into? What's happening here? Oh, saves the queen first and then gets the queen. What a cool sequence. I think that's another one. I got to take notes on certain games. Look back on that game too. Oh, man. Okay, Rebecca Harris, next opponent. Exchange Roy Lopez. Huh. They play this once before one of their games. Didn't Carlsen experience a very tough loss out of this opening? Anyhow, okay, what's the story here? Black has the bishop pair. White has the superior structure. Let's see how it develops. Nice organization. This knight's a strong piece normally, but negated by that bishop. He's okay sitting back home. Gonna have at least one rook exchange. Knight's gonna hop around. Isn't the knight under control one way or the other? By one of the bishops, whether he's on f5 or h6. Okay, defense of the knight. Trying to get one of the bishops off. In the end, this knight's gonna be super strong. And what do we do from here? Improve the king? Get the king on e2? Some play on the queen side? These pawns advancing a little bit? Yeah? It's very strong. Might try this for that, or maybe a capture first and then this. Maybe this move was there to help defend the a-pawn. Okay, the knight's maneuvering. This pawn is passed. Call it. This pawn is passed, but it's going to be blockaded. White is the better side. It's going to get this pawn back. Going to take out the knight? I think white is better. Better king? I don't know anymore. I didn't see this pawn duo happening. Gonna push. Keep some pressure here. This rook can't get too crazy. Here, and then threatening to run. Here, can't take this pawn because of push. Can't stop the pawn. He has to go back and defensive. Can't take here. This pawn bolts. You could try that and you're both queen, but black would have the queen first. Down on time, black by 2 seconds. Now he's going to get the pawn. No, he's getting the rook. Oh, he dropped the rook. Oh, missed that. Thought he was just going to take here, and maybe Rebecca Harris thought that as well. Oh, the old skewer trick. That hurts. 113 with fire, 97, 87. He's pulling away. Less than a half hour remaining. 16 ahead of the competition. Okay, another one against the... This is their 5th pairing in this tournament. It's ready to go 5-0. With a win here, be 5-0. Okay. Going right into Carlsen's prep from the World Championship? Not quite. Sicilian Sveshnikov stuff. No b5 though. We had a very early e5 in this one. Not a knight move, an e5. Okay, so what's the big story here? White's going to focus on d5, a big hole right here. Black's making sure the bishop gets active, also preserves the knight, a key defender of d5. And what do we do here? We give up that bishop. So, this knight's going to stick around here. No, he's jumping right in. Huh. Okay, well, this is no longer a hole. It's been plugged here. And now we're going to play on the king side. f4, e4. No, none of the above. He's going to keep white guessing a little bit. Clamp down now. e4 it is. Making these rooks look a little bit silly now, both on a closed file. They need to reposition. The black king wants to be here. If he gets there, well, it's going to be game over, I feel. I think it's nearby. Oh, he's going to get some backward pawn, but how do you really target it? Wants one rook off. I feel like this was maybe slightly better, and then a king advance. That white king is a little too active. Okay, here. This is still very good for black, winning for black, I would say. 2 connected passers, and on top of it all, the king is simply cut off. And waiting to see how fast they go. Yeah, resigner. He knows it. They are so quick. This guy is a mile away. Okay, 117, 102, 89, 84, 83 is where we stand. Look at the top. Got to have 80 with 27 minutes remaining. What do we miss? A Sicilian. Rebecca Harris again. 3rd game in a row, the center fork trick. On board, eliminates the center pawn, but white is right back in there with a center pawn, looking for a Greek gift sacrifice. Is it there, however? With a queen, knight, and bishop. Queen here, there's f5. You can't go back because of this. You still play f5 to defend against this. Okay, e5 on board. I don't know that is there really enough? Queen here, there's the push. You have to come out like this and stop that. That would be too much for black, so the king looks like he's aggressive, but it was necessary. This square is defended. Ooh. He's ready to run. This is the only legal move. King f6 is their mate. Get rid of the knight. Are there any good checks for white? Be very careful. He's getting rid of something. White doesn't have something right here. It's big trouble. I don't see what's there. Oh, he's hitting the queen. He's just going to give up the queen. Yeah, he has the queen isn't dead. She does have a square. The king is slipping back in there. Does he have coordination? He does. He has excellent coordination. Look at the bishops. Everything is stable. He's going to flush the queen away straight away. And go pawn hunting right away. You can't get to the back rank either. Queen takes rook was a threat. Everything is glued together. The rook was hit. Some checks are thrown in, but this is excellent. Remains excellent. Great coordination. And what do you do? Okay, here. Excellent coordination still. He's going to look for some checks. Yeah, is he going to get a... He's getting away with the perpetual... Oh, no, he's not. He's slipping away. I don't know who's better. Oh, he's going to have to... Oh, my God, it's another one of these games. Go fast. You're in a pin. I think Naroditsky's going to get this one. That queen is so dangerous. How is Carlsen able to move so fast? How can he predict all this stuff? He's getting a queen. 1.5. Oh my God. 1.4. Just stare at the clock. Oh my God. Oh my God. Get the queen. No! The old time burner. Oh man. Another one. Oh. Queen. Who knew it was going to come down to that? Queen to G1. Or I don't know what square that was. Oh man. Just enough to shave a quarter second off. That's all you needed. Wow. Oh man. That went so fast. It seemed like they played a dozen moves and not even a hundredth of a second came off their clocks. Oh man. Wow. Oh. That was awesome. Okay. I'm back on the horse against Smurf 42. Okay. And what do we have here? Something much more calm compared to the last game. That's mate. There we go. Mate in 20. Makes it look so easy. Oh man. Okay, 119, 103, 93, Knight King with fire. Abasov N. Okay. This is from... No, I can't see where he's from. I'm thinking Azerbaijan, maybe? Anyhow. Okay, what does white have here? A little bit of space. This guy in e5. And white's up a pawn. Is white better? Not so fast. There was a square that black was able to work with. So white gives it right back. Is looking to maybe push here and put a dent on the king side at some stage. Very active queen. This might be the moment. This is the moment. Okay, so trying to get at the king. I'm going to try and get at the 7th rank. Black queen is active. Gonna give a check. Can keep pressure on something. Two things. Also defense here. Offering a queen exchange. Defending the 2nd rank. 7th rank. Continues to offer a queen exchange. Okay, now. Oh, pin and win. No, not quite. Could defend. Yeah, improving the king. Take, yeah, and then you win the pawn. Oh, didn't you have that move? Thought that move was available. King is very active. Defend here and then here. Whoops. Yeah, I think it's clear at this stage. Move the passed pawn. Get this guy. Okay, this is your way. You defend everything now. You win the king and pawn ending if the rooks are exchanged. And the rook is defending the king. This next. Plenty of time in the tank. 121 with fire. 103, 93. Manchester United Pro. 10 up. Holding on to that second spot. Okay. Another one against Knight King 96. Let's see. What to note? This is a weak square in white's camp. Want to make sure you cover that. He's doing that quite a bit. And given some time, maybe we could go for a knight maneuver. C5, B6, Flush the knight away, maybe grab some space. This is a possibility. Bishop c5. Bishop to d6. Gotta go here, otherwise there's bishop takes knight discovery. And he just picked up the exchange there. And a huge center pawn. Pawn on e5 is a goner. This might be captured soon, followed up with e5. It is. e5 on board, hitting the queen, hitting the knight. Everything is coordinated. Simplifying as well. h3 is covered. What to attack? This knight is under control. It's unprotected as well. Queen c4 hits the knight, throws a pin in there. What's he doing? It's a big problem. It's a big problem. This knight remains a struggling piece, and now this pawn here, and we'll have a resigner. Or queen here. Queen exchange is basically a win. Throw in the towel now? No, he's going to fight on for a little bit more. Looking for something fancy. He could even afford to do that because he's on the rook at the end. A resigner here. 15 doubled on the clock. 15 to 30. 125 with fire, 105, 93, 91, under 20 to go. Inventing invention. 3.5, 1.5, their match score. And what now? Build in the center? No. More conservative with the d pawn. No d4, d3. Instead, bishop pair for white. Some play with b5. Yes. Space. Okay, now he has inched his way up here. Didn't he have a game something like this against Caruana? One of their classical time control games in the World Championship? Not quite. Okay. Anyhow, I was reminded of one of their games. It's a really strong piece, so it's challenged right away. This is a passer. This is a strong knight. Let's see what happens with these two first. I think the tension is going to build on c5. No, it's given up right now. He's winning a pawn. This bishop is excellent, though. This is also a pin, so this pawn is unprotected in some lines. Right, if the queen isn't there, watch out for queen takes h4. Okay, so he's going to regroup. This is a better way to do it. Defend the pawn as well. b2 is, or b4 is covered. Now, where are the tricks over here on the light squares? He's kicking off with g4. He's going to pry open at g6. Queen g5, h5 nearby. This pawn is passed. Okay, he's going to defend a little bit, but this is picking up another pawn. Okay, he's up 2 pawns. Can he convert this? Oh, he can convert this? Yes, he's going to get these 2. He's going to have 3 passers, 4 passers, too many. There's no save here. Why did he give that pawn away? Oh, because he could afford to give up even a second pawn, and then finally queen. Okay, deflection from the promotion square is what that did. Okay, got the W, 129 with fire, 105, 95. Next opponent, Frost Worm. Where's Penguin, by the way? He's in third. He's got 95 with fire, so he's still fighting for that second spot. Okay, number 8 guy. What to do? Let's see. Takes with this guy here. Let's focus on speedy development. Bishop e6, knight to c5, regroup. Knight d7 paves the way for this. He's expanding. Space. This pawn structure hurts the bishop. This knight's under control. Queen's off soon. Knight jumps in first, and he's flushing the knight away. Oh, look at how these pieces are just coordinated so well on f3. I love that. They're in a giant pin, huh? How'd he get out of that? Oh, he's just blasting through with f5. He's going to give some material. He might give it right back. Could take here and then this, or maybe that and then this. What order do you want to do it? Maybe that? A lot of appealing stuff. He's going to go here. Oh, pawn takes rook and then bishop f3. Oh, he just saves the rook. He's up a full piece. And now he jumps in. Okay, did you lose track? He's up a bishop. Oh. So fast. Yeah, I love that. Flush that knight away. Bishop here. once the knight wasn't guarding there. And the coordination on that f3 square, once that was on board, whew. 133 with fire. 105.97, 15 minutes in change remaining. Penguin, just 6 back. Knight King, 8 back. Both of them with fire. Penguin, next opponent. This is what game? 1, 2, 3, 4, their 5th game. The Doctor with a 2.5, 1.5 lead. Okay, so what is this? A Carol Khan. Oh, I'm mouse slip. B6. Is he just going to throw in the towel? No, he's just going to play on out of momentum. Oh, he wanted, of course, recapture. Can't undo it. What can you do? It's bound to happen. The mouse slips happen even if you're a world champion. It's just how it is. Okay, and now it's a full... Yeah, it remains a full piece. Oh, hang on, it's getting a little complicated. It's not squeaky clean here for the slippery one. 2 connected passers here. Black is still in the ball game here. He's got this key square covered. Can you even afford to give up the? Oh, he may be able to go on to this king. This king needs to get activated and fast. He's going to hunt these pawns. I think there was an opportunity for that. No, there was knight here defending. He's going to try and eliminate a bunch of pawns. It's down 5 seconds as well. Okay. Is he going to get in here? I think this is a draw. Yeah, this knight has to stay as a babysitter. Oh, you have to... No, it is not a draw. You can't... Oh, you're going to get the pawn. Yeah, and he's sealed. Walls formed here. Cannot cross. Okay, so he was able to make something out of it from that mouse slip. But yeah, of course he wanted to take on c6. But whoops. b6 instead. 133, 105, 103. A battle for second. 133, 105. How many more games? 6, 7 more games in this tournament? Man, it always flies by. Chopper. Next opponent. Yeah, these 2 hours really just, for me at least, just go so fast. Okay, no light square bishops. Not the happiest rook in the world. The H-pawn is running crazy. Watch out for this. Can we get the queen here coordinated with that knight? If only we can do that. Maybe we could try for some mates. Some smothered mates, possibly. Yeah, that is a possibility, actually, with the pawn on h6 helping out. Yeah, queen takes pawn, there would be queen takes knight. Okay, down a pawn, team white, but still has a knight around, still has a huge pawn on h6. Black just picked up the exchange. Can we crash through on g6? Chopper is in the tank. Queen going in there. No, he says, I want the knight on this square. Queen might be nice, but what about a knight? How'd he get at the king? Oh, same diagonal. Discovered checks. There's double check. Another check. Pick up the bishop with check. You want that? Does want that. Rook block. There's skewer. Okay. Is there a perpetual for black? No. Queen check, king here. White wins. This is over. Also on the clock. There's nothing here. Gonna have some mate soon. Maybe win the rook. It is unprotected. Bishop move. Or just you could afford to push the pawn on through. Maybe promote to knight. There's no stalemates here. That was just thrown in for fun. I'm gonna go down, but not without a check. 135, 107, 103, 11 minutes to go. That's what the top page is looking like. It's still a battle, I'd say, for that second spot. Penguin again. Okay, so no recapture. on d5 with the pawn, a piece instead. So we basically enter what seems like a Grunfeld. But yeah, Penguin dropped a pawn, a big one. This guy on the d file is Gonzo. Getting a pawn back. g7. Yes. Oh, double attack. Well, the bishop reacts and defends. Very nice. He's going to stay trained here. Wow. These bishops are killers. Okay, I guess black isn't castling. Well, I mean, he still could. No, now he's definitely not castling. And if there's a castle over here, there's queen takes h4. Offer of a queen exchange. And it's going to be difficult to defend this if the queens are off. You could still exchange and then here. This bishop is excellent. Takes and then f5. No. Pressure here. Capture here. Maybe there even. Both seem appealing. No. Keeps the option open. Maybe goes hunting after the a-pawn. No castles for either side. You can't go here. Check. Trying to take advantage of the pin. Oh, f5. The bishop gets out of the pin with check, but there's still a pin here against the rook. 18 seconds. Black is up. 10 seconds. Rook is hit. He blocks with the rook. I guess there could have been some trouble one way or the other if the king went to e7. One rook is off. Trying to get a pin in there. Sidesteps that. Maybe puts the bishop back. No. d5. Strong post. It's consolidated. Remains up on the clock, Carlsen. Simplifies a little bit. Sheds a pawn. Doing so. And now these guys can get rolling. The king can rely upon the light squares. Shouldn't have too much of a problem converting this. Yeah, Penguin throws in the towel. Okay, 137, 108, 103, 101, 101. Second through fifth, any one of these guys could end up in second. Anyone, especially with these two right here on fire, Rebecca Harris and Knight King. Okay, retired. Retired 93, next opponent is getting hit with the bird. Okay, can we get this in? Yes, in one swing. Queen e1, one prep move. And e4 on board. So now takes with check, and just like that, we win some material and you castle, you get hit with the fork. Ooh, that hurts. He knows it. He throws in the towel. A 14 mover against the retired one. 141, 108, 103. I think everything is still the same. That one happened so fast. 8 minutes to go. Never enough. Okay. Both of their games were awesome. Let's see if we get another one. 3 in a row. Can we make it? Let us see. What to note? Okay. What to do with this guy? A little bit uncomfortable. He's going to get kicked around. The queen is feeling the heat. Going to lose the exchange. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Picking up the queen now. 2 minor pieces versus the queen. Okay. Yeah, that knight move was just, or knight f6 I think it was, thrown in there just to make sure this structure is broken up a little bit, but this I don't really see how you kind of weave in there. Yeah, this is too active. Knight is watched over. He gives up a square here, but the bishop is around defending. A pawn falls. He's trying to hunt this pawn down. Given time, this pawn runs. So just make sure the king is safe. Yeah, this bishop's cooked. He's going to throw in the towel here. He's going to play on. He's got a knight around. Okay, this should be wrapping up shortly. Second rank knight. Yeah. And you can't go here to defend. We're going to have a resigner. Oh, no. Throws in the check first. I still don't see you winning this. You take here, you're going to lose the rook. Check, check. You're also way down on time. Still around. Still around. Check, check. Just simplify. Okay, now we have a resigner. Now a resigner? No, he's going to play it on. Only 2.6. He'll be able to do this, though. Black will be able to convert this. There it is. Plenty of time, right? 0.07 is just enough by never enough. Okay, oh gorilla. 5 minutes and change, remaining 141, 109, 105, 103. I missed a bunch of moves. Okay, light square bishop's gone. Queens are gone. Who's better in the ending? Symmetrical structure. Masterful bishop. Very annoying to the queen side. Cozy home on b7 for the black king. More exchanges, knight and rook ending. Seems like we're heading towards yes, where the black king is maybe just a tick better. Just a tick. Strong knight. Watch out for the forks. a4 at some stage, maybe even a5, a6. a6? I'm gonna go a6. Otherwise this rook gets here. I feel like you need to get rid of that pawn. He's giving a check first. Oh, he's getting rid of the knight like that. Okay, you can't take because of a fork. Okay, maybe this? Okay, now a6. Get rid of that strong pawn. Okay, now he's looking at this stuff and maybe that. Things have turned. Rook is hit. This is covered as well. Going after this pawn. What is black doing? He's dropping some pawns here. Oh, really? Oh, nice little trick there. That's how he gets the a pawn, by tactical means. And let's see how fast this pawn is. Some calculation here. Give a check like that. Push here and then that. Oh, he's going to go after the pawn, but this pawn flies. The knight brings the king into question. This was a threat. No, it wasn't. The knight needed to guard this square. I don't know what I'm talking about. He's going to try and save these pawns. They're trying to track the pawns down, but there isn't any tracking them down. I think they just roll. It's hard. Throws in the towel. The doctor goes down. 141, 111, penguin with fire. Oh! He's in pause mode? Is he done? That might have been the last game. I don't think he's coming back. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? Okay, we just jump into a game here. We check out the penguin. Let's see if he could hang on to that first spot. Penguin is only a point ahead of Manchester United Pro. Penguin has fire. Manchester United Pro does not. I believe a win by Penguin in this game will seal the second spot in the tournament. Let's see if he can convert this against I Am Larso. Okay. A bit of a dent here on the king side, this pawn. Some light square weaknesses. Maybe work with. This knight is stranded. It's going to double up. Snip the knight. Infiltrate. And what are you doing about that? This looks very good for Team White. And here we go. He's going to look for mate. Check, check. How many other checks are there? Probably take here. He's going for mate. He's going to get mate. Mate on board. That's going to seal the second spot. I think Carlsen is done after that back-to-back loss. We're only going to get one more game in there. And we might as well just, I don't know. Rebecca Harris. Let's have a look at Rebecca Harris as a final game. 109. If Rebecca Harris wins this game right here, I think it will seal a third spot. Let us see. This might just be the last one. How are things looking here? Excellent. Excellent. Queen takes rook. Bishop takes pawn is mate. A cool mate we just jumped in on. And I guess this one here is going to be the last game we have a look at. Those are the standings. 115. Oh, Rebecca Harris? Okay, Rebecca Harris or Penguin could get the second spot. Let's see. If Rebecca Harris wins before the tournament is up, or Penguin wins, it's going to be, they're going to get the second spot. So, let's see. Even on the clock here, it might just be the case the game doesn't end. Rebecca Harris might have, definitely is in a game right now. Could win. Let's see. How are things looking here? Outside pass pawn potentially for white. Rook pawn. Desirable and knight ending. Okay. Try and inch on up, but it's always tricky with this guy around. 23 seconds each. I don't think this one's going to finish. 27 left. 25. Did Rebecca Harris win the game, or was there a draw offer? If Rebecca Harris offered a draw, maybe Penguin should offer a draw. If Rebecca Harris offered a draw in his game, I think he's going to get first. Penguin should offer a draw. Is he going to get 2 points with a draw? Okay, he's not going to accept a draw, Zhigalko, at this stage. Okay, tournament is over. Let's just see how this one finishes up and whether or not Rebecca Harris got a win in or maybe a draw to take second place. We're going to find out. It's down to the wire here. This will not count for the tournament. The knight is picked up. No stalemates. Zhigalko will go on to win this one in just a few moves. Checkmate. And the final tournament standings. Rebecca Harris came in third. Whew. Oh, okay. If there was a draw offer. Well, I don't know what if that game registered, how it would affect the performance rating. 2853 performance rating for Rebecca Harris. That's what you look to for the tiebreaks. Penguin had a 2930, so maybe even on a draw, Penguin would have won on tiebreaks if Rebecca Harris had 115. Anyhow, where do we stand? The Doctor wins it again, 141. Second place, Penguin, 115. Rebecca Harris, third, 113. Manchester United Pro just shy of the 3 spot, 112. And the other IM, 108. Those top 5 get some money. That's the breakdown. 500, 250, 125, 75, 50. That's the rest of page 1. And as per usual, let's go through and see how everybody else did in the rest of the competition. What did we have here? That's how you know how strong this tournament is, when you have Zhigalko just out of page 1. Fantastic bullet player. Coming in 11th place. Okay, page 2. Astana Chess had a fantastic tournament, getting finishing 13th. Okay, page 3. Have a look at everybody. Fedorikov, first time, I believe, competing in the titled arena. Had some rough patches there at the end. Okay, going through them all, and then I will be able to stare over. There's KC, finished in 42nd. Nihal Sarin, 41st. Didn't see any games. Didn't Carlsen play against Sarin a couple times in the last arena? I believe that was the case. Okay. Yeah, 349, but let's see how many actually competed. It's maybe about 50 that didn't even play a single game, but we'll find out. A lot of pages. Is this a record number of players? Entered at least. 349. Have to look back. Okay, 200 page, or 200 spot. G. Gusanov. Kadir Gusanov? And probably about this point, players who just played a handful of games, I'm guessing. Or, by this point, no games at all. So I'm not even going to look. These are the last 2 that actually played some games. Seems like 282 players ended up competing at least a portion of this tournament. All right. Awesome as usual. Very, very strong field, to be sure. Good games all That was intense.